Moses joining me on the desk for our first look at sports, and of course, the Lloydminster Bobcats. They're entering their final week before the Christmas break, but before they're doing it, well, they're going to open up a little bit of a road trip.
Yeah, a long one. It doesn't get any easier tonight. They face Fort Mac, a tough Fort Mac squad, and after being drubbed 7-1 by Spruce Grove on Wednesday, the Cats finally lick their wounds and get ready for battle. It'll be a tough one, though. Matt Schumont has more.
This was the scene at the Civic Center 6 days ago as the Bobcats gave up more than 5 goals for the first time all year in Wednesday's 7-1 loss to the Spruce Grove Saints, making the Cats go back to the drawing board to figure things out.
Our practices have had a high compete level, working obviously on some conditioning. I mean, that was to be expected, but a lot of battling against each other. You know, I mean, if you can't push each other in practice, you're not going to be able to compete in a game.
We got worked pretty hard. Worked on a bunch of stuff we need to work better on, and hopefully we can use it against Fort Mac.
The Bobcats now hit the road for a 6-game road trip, but with just 3 games remaining before the Christmas break, the Cats know they can't think too far ahead.
We just have to focus on the task at hand, and I mean, sometimes it's a little difficult, but guys got to look at the bigger picture. We got to set ourselves up for a good position when we come back from Christmas for a playoff run.
And tonight's trip starts with the meeting with the Fort McMurray Oil Barons. And if facing one of the top teams in the country isn't hard enough, they'll have to do it without Captain Grant Baker and leading scorer Tanner Dunkel, who are both out serving suspensions.
I think we have guys that can step into those roles and contribute for us offensively and defensively and help get us the 2 points.
Us young guys will have to step up, definitely. We got our Baker out, which is our leader of the team, 20-year-old, and Dunkel, top scorer. So a lot of us young guys will have to step up to the plate and score more.
Puck drop for tonight's game is at 7:30. Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
Meanwhile, it was a tale of 2 games for the Lloydminster Junior B Bandits. Friday night saw the Bandits seek out revenge on the top Junior B team in northeastern Alberta, defeating the Cold Lake Ice by a score of 4-3 at home. Now, the following night, Saturday, was a different story. A sluggish start led to the Bandits being down a pair through 2 periods, ultimately losing 2-1 to St. Paul, a team they've outscored 16-4 this season.
I think it was a little bit of a what I call a big game hangover, right? You win a big game like that, and you know, playing a team that we'd handled quite easily a couple games in a row in our building, and I could just see right at the warm-up we just weren't mentally prepared. And you know, we talked to the guys about it, and it took us 2 periods before we got going and ran into a hot goalie in the third, and we just couldn't quite get back.
The Bandits are back in action tomorrow night at home against the Vermilion Tigers on Pack the Bus night, where the Bandits will look to collect and fill up the team bus with food and clothing. All the proceeds will go to the men's shelter of Lloydminster. Now we're over the halfway mark of the Lloydminster Bobcats season, and being on the ice every day, whether it's practice or in a game, the team has developed a bit of a smell. Matt Schumont has more on the issue in this week's Beyond the Boards.
All right, Mulder, we're just a little over past the season right now, and you guys have been on the ice virtually every day practicing or during a game, whatever it may be, but if I were to walk into that dressing room right now, what would I smell?
You'd smell hard work. We've been working hard. The sweat, you definitely smell that. I'm pretty much used to it now, but it's not smelling too good in there.
It's really hard to explain, but it's definitely not pleasant. Personally, I don't smell it because I think I just get used to it when you're in there so much.
Now, do you guys have, bottles of Febreze, or do you have a fan that's going on in there, or do you got those little car tree hanger things in your stalls? What do you do to, get rid of such an odor like that?
We have some air fresheners up top. They don't do too much, though, I don't think, and we clean it every day. We mop the floors every day and try and do that.
Okay, now I gotta ask, if you guys work and skate and sweat, but is there one individual that's kind of developed more of a smell than someone else?
Mitchell Brennan smells pretty bad. I sit close to him and you can definitely smell him.
Now, I talked to a couple guys around the room here, and I asked, who's got the worst smell on the team? You took the belt, my friend. You are the smelly kid on the team. So I guess your initial reaction to that?
Yeah. One day I had a sandwich with some onions on it. My breath was pretty bad, so I could see that's where that came from. Yeah.